Hi everybody, my name is Janet. I've been asked to describe to you my journey here to Harford Family House with my children, Jalen and Jenna, ages 10 and 13, a little bit about what brought us here and how we're doing since we've been here, and kind of where we hope to go afterwards. I consider this an opportunity because we don't get many chances to talk to the people that make all of this possible. So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all of our supporters here. You guys are really changing lives. Even if you can't see it from where you sit, you are really making a difference. I know for me personally, it has been a game changer, a life changer, and a complete miracle, the things that have happened. What brought us here to Harford Family House was we were in an extremely abusive situation. My children were being tormented psychologically and mentally every day. The abuser wasn't like a boyfriend, it was actually my mom. And this has been a generational cycle of abuse. And I made the decision that this is not what I want to perpetuate to my kids. For so long, because we had homelessness before, that's why we ended up with my mother as a last resort. And for so many years, we weren't living. We were in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you forget to remember that it's okay to have dreams. My little girls stopped dreaming, the light went out of their eyes, and it just became a literal life and death situation. And then by a miracle, we ended up here. By the grace of God and through your help and through all the wonderful people that work here and Harford County Action Agency that placed us here, we were able to have a home again, like a real home. You know, when you're homeless and bouncing from place to place, you lose your stuff all the time. You know, you learn not to place roots. You learn not to get attached to people, places, or things. And for a 10-year-old and a 13-year-old who were even younger at the start of our homelessness, that's kind of a life killer. It takes the light out of their eyes. It takes the pep out of their step. It just breaks my heart. It broke my heart every day to see just how depressed and how sad they were. When we got here to Harford Family House, it was an instant change in my kids. They were happy again. They started taking care of their toys again because they knew they weren't going to have to leave them behind. They started laughing again. They started taking care of their stuff again. They're still messy, but they started taking pride in their home again. And I think the biggest thing I'm grateful for coming here to Harford Family House is it taught me as a person and as a mom that it's okay for me to dream too. Because when you're in a situation like that as a parent and you're looking at all these horrible things that your kids are going through, you kind of forget that you're entitled to dream too. You're entitled to dream to build a better life. It's okay to have hopes for your future and your kids. You're not just this worthless person who has been completely incompetent with these beautiful little children that God blessed you with. And that's the point I was at when I got here at Harford Family House. I felt worthless. I felt like a failure. And Harford Family House has given me back my self-esteem, which is a work in progress every day, but most importantly, my self-worth. I can look in the mirror again and not hate myself. And I can finally transition from surviving to thriving. And that is the gift that all of the supporters and the employees here give to their residents, is that transition. You put back the desire and the ability to dream again. Since I've been here at Harford Family House, I got my first job in I don't know how many years. It's a little job and it's really hard on me at the end of the day, and I come home sore and hurt, but I'm working. And my little girl's grades are up. My little Jenna is an honor roll student, and bless her heart, has maintained that through all this homeless period. But now she's actually interested again in school. She wants to do the gifted and talented. She's applying for the Gifted and Talented Youth Johns Hopkins program, which she was accepted to before we became homeless. I have all these wonderful things happening, and through Inter-County Outreach, who works side by side with Harford Family House, I'm getting my driver's license back. I have an opportunity, once that happens, to be given a wonderful vehicle to use, which will be a complete independence. That will mean everything to my family. And all of this is happening because we came here to Harford Family House. The people here are not just my workers, they're not just the bosses. My worker Amy is family. I could not make it through some of the things and challenges I faced if I didn't have her on speed dial. They answer after hours calls. They're there for you. When my children needed serious psychiatric intervention dealing with the effects of the abuse that they had suffered, they were right there. Come here, this is what we have for you. These are the options we have. I now have family counseling in place through Intercounty, and we're getting more aggressive services in place for the girls. So I can, by the time they're 18, they will be healthy, well-rounded, empowered women that will not perpetuate the cycles that were given to me anymore. Thanks to Harford Family House, that abuse cycle, that homelessness cycle, it stops with this generation. And they are going to go on to succeed and just be these beautifully amazing, strong, independent women. And when I look back at them, when I'm dancing at their weddings, I will think of Harford Family House. And I will believe in the bottom of my heart and soul that any success I achieve from here on out, any success that my girls achieve, any accomplishments they have, started here at Harford Family House. I can't thank all of you enough for being part of our lives, because you are part of our family too. Every day that we wake up and we don't have to worry about where our next meal is going to come from or what flop house or drug house we might end up in that night, it is because of each and every one of you for being so generous and so kind and realizing that this is a real epidemic in the world. It really is. And I hope one day after I leave here to myself get involved with social services to give back. Just if I can give back just a quarter of the blessings that I've received, I will be happy and be satisfied. So that's my story. I could go into long more details, but you probably don't have time for that. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. It is a blessing and a joy every day to be part of your family, and I just appreciate all of your support. And all of us residents here are so grateful, and just know that we could not be where we are or have the hope that we have if it wasn't for your kindness.